We begin tonight with breaking news live at 5 fire crews holding the Bonita Fire at 600 acres. It broke out overnight near Mountain Center, located just south of the town of Idlewild, forcing nearby residents out of their homes. This afternoon, evacuations were lifted for residents living west of Highway 74 and Highway 74 and 243. The order remains in place for residents on the east side. News Channel 3's Shelby Nelson brings us our breaking First Alert team coverage tonight with more on the unusual timing of the fire. Shelby.
Karen, there's a couple things I want to show you. First off, take a look at that hillside behind us. There is still snow over there. But then if you cross the street on over to the side that we are at, you could see on the ground right here completely blackened. This is where the fire tore through overnight. And then just up above, you can still see smoke off into the distance. That's from some of the most active flames that are burning right now. It's just such an unusual thing to be reporting that a wildfire is burning in the middle of January, and it really validates the point that wildfire season can happen year-round in California. Now, I did speak with a spokesperson for CAL FIRE, and he tells me that that threat will continue as long as we continue to see those Santa Ana winds mixed in with hot, dry conditions and no rain.
We experienced a very harsh wind gusts, so we knew that the fire could go any direction.
This warm winter week fueling a wildfire in the middle of January.
Firefighters had to contend out there with not only the wildland fire, but obviously put hose lays where there's snow still laying. So it's a pretty strange, but not uncommon.
The fire broke out just after 1 Friday morning. You can see here flames illuminated in the dark.
We had a steady wind at 11 miles an hour, and they got up to around 40 to 50 miles an hour. When we have these Santa Ana winds come in, and then when they're able to push that fire and fuel it, it's pretty much you got to get out of the way because it's going to do what it's going to want to do.
The blaze exploding in a matter of hours. By about 5:45 a.m., 600 acres were burned.
We could see smoke, and as we came down the road, we could see fire over on the right. Yeah, and it seemed to be moving fairly fast.
Mountain Center resident Charles Fletcher was among those evacuated overnight. He was sleeping when a neighbor called him to say they were leaving. He says he's been through this 4 times since 2013.
It's not to the point where I want to move yet. You know, maybe I'm stupid, but you know, there's that part. And it's a really beautiful area that we live in, but we're under no illusions that it's going to stay, you know, it's not stabilized.
Air crews utilized nearby Lake Hemet. An evacuation center was set up at the Banning Community Center. The Red Cross was on site to help find residents a place to stay. Now, a strike team from Fresno was also brought in to help, and fire crews have been holding this fire at 600 acres for hours now. The cause is still under investigation. For now, live in Mountain Center, I'm Shelby Nelson, News Channel 3.